Hello, everyone, and thank you very much for joining this session today. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Barak. I'm leading the channel sales of monday.com in the EMEA region. And today we have with us on stage Paco from Cartagon, our platinum partner in Spain. Hello, Paco.
Hello, Barak.
Thank you very much for being here today. We're going to speak about today how we drove growth in the past couple of years with a very unique strategy in Spain and Portugal, where we call it a 360-degree strategy. Before we dive into the details, I'd like to, of course, cover the agenda. So first, we'll speak about Cartagon, who they are. Then we're going to dive into what this 360-degree offering is. We're going to speak about how we built a best-in-class team within Cartagon that actually sells and implements monday.com. We're going to speak about the approach of selling, how Cartagon built a really customer-centric approach of selling monday.com. We're going to go over the deep monday.com offering and then end-to-end business solutions of Cartagon. Afterwards, after these amazing 2 years, we're going to speak about what's next for Cartagon, or maybe you can take it for your own business. What's next? You've built an amazing partnership with monday.com. How do you see it in the next future? And then, I think the most important part, the key takeaways that you guys should take for your partnership with monday.com. So, over to you, Paco.
Thank you very much. My name is Paco González. I'm the CEO of Cartagon, the Monday partner in Spain and Portugal, and I'm passionate about technology. We're going to show you in the next slide how we have been able to drive success in this partnership relationship we have with Monday and tell you why and the key highlights of this success story. So let's first talk a bit about our company, who we are and what we do. Well, we are a platinum partner in Spain and Portugal. We've been here for too long. We've been driving innovation to the country since 20 years ago, a bit more. We were founded in the year 2000. We partnered Monday in the year 2019. And we have more than 15 employees, and we have, partnership with the main companies of the market in technology. As you can see in the next slide, we decided to become partner of monday.com basically because we think it's a tool that's able to do something that is amazing. It's making fun, very complex task we do in our day-to-day work, And we loved the way we were able to do all the workflows we saw in our current customers. So we decided to go on, and we will explain in this slide how we did. So first of all, let's talk a bit about the team. We will speak longer later, but we have a 5-person team that's fully dedicated to work in monday.com.
I think one of the most important things, where we created this partnership, and I think that was a couple of years ago when we had a discussion, we said that the most important thing is to invest in high-quality human resource. And every single person that you see on the screen, I think Paco can really stand out and speak, the culture of monday.com that we have internally in the organization. They all love the product. They all believe in the product. They all understand that the solution can actually, help organizations become more profitable and more efficient. And I think they take this belief and transport it to its clients. And I think the main part here is that building a team, or partners, when partners build a team around monday.com, they should really focus on getting high quality, high seasoned people for this mission.
Yeah, correct, Barak. I totally agree with you. It's very important. You have to have senior persons working for you. And also they have to use the tool for working. They're using Cartagon, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
So we've been able to do well. As we can see, we have been successful in numbers. Numbers are important. We are companies, so we want to earn money. And you see we've been able to grow 10 plus in 2 years in customers, which is huge. In different sectors, as you are also going to be able to see in the next slide, we've been able to cover in only 2 years a very, very nice scenario of different kind of companies in all the sectors of Spain and Portugal. We're very proud of it. We've been able to grow steady, and this is very important, 91% in less than 2 years, not only selling licenses from Monday. You see here, it's services and licenses. But we have also been able to sell a lot of value-added services, as we will be able to see in the next slide. The compound annual growth rate in the Monday section of our company, this means all the business that's directly coming from Monday, but also all the business we've been able to do apart from Monday, but thanks to Monday, which is the green bar you see on the screen, is amazing. We're going to double this year the volume of value-added services we sold with Monday last year. So it's quite amazing for us, and it shows a very strong potential for us to keep growing and to do a lot of things. So you really can earn a lot of money with Monday. The only thing you have to take into account is how can you put your strengths into the business. And this is exactly what I'm going to speak about in the next slides.
Yeah, and just to add to that, and I think some of you probably sees over 90% of the licenses that Cartagon sells, they come with value-added services, meaning that there is no way that a client buys license and he doesn't get any professional services with it. And I think, in my opinion, that's the growth engine of Cartagon. They always provide added value to just reselling licenses, and that's what drives accounts to grow, that's what drives revenue to grow, and that's what drives this partnership to grow.
So what's our recipe for success in this 360 degrees strategy we mentioned? Well, we are focused on 4 pillars. One is best-in-class team. We'll talk about each one of these later. Customer-centric selling, deep monday.com offering, an end-to-end business solution. So let's go through them. Best-in-class team. This is very important. I'm always talking to Barak of this, and you have to build a strong team that has enough proficiency, and you have to combine different profiles in order to do a good job. You need business acumen, strong expertise in different industries, knowledge, because you have to do consulting services. We are all consultants and we're always helping the customers. So we need the diverse skill set. So not everyone is good for doing everything. You need different people to achieve different things. And the combination of these all is building a strong power in terms of what can you do with the customer. And of course, you need a very, very highly motivated team. For us, it's the key for any successful business is investing in the right team and all the time.
Yeah. And I think you used the right word, Paco. Maybe I just add to that, consultant. So of course, your team is highly experienced, has a lot of, diverse skill set. But I think the most important thing that every single person on the team is used as a consultant. When a client runs into a business issue or he needs any advice, they turn into your team and ask for, an advice or ask for a business solution. And every single person of your team knows the platform very well, knows what is possible with monday.com, knows how to use internal resources of the company. So I think that's what makes your team, besides being, having a strong industry expertise or having experience and knowledge. I think that makes your team really excel compared, to everyone. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go through customer-centric selling. Well, it's a very important thing for us. The customer is in the middle of everything. So first, what we do, we have our toolbox, and it's how we work with the customer. So we always, in all the single cases, prepare a customized demo. So we need to ensure that the customer has an example that's valid for them. We are heavily focusing on using LinkedIn Sales Navigator. It's the tool we are using to reach the customers and show them, hey, we see how you work, we think we can do better, we use this tool, it's amazing, you have to try it, and then we approach them. We also engage with customers with webinars. With webinars, well, we explain them what they can do with the tool and how they can work in a more funny and a different way using the technology that monday.com delivers. Of course, we are always telling stories. When you approach a customer, you have to make it fun. If you go there and you take this similar approach that everyone does, oh, this is perfect, I want to show you up, it's boring. Tell them a story. Tell them how they can take the work they do all the days to the next level. And of course, with Monday, they can do it because it's a very, very complete platform where you can work. We also do a quick and personalized contact. We don't write them big emails or big content. It's like, hey, we're using this, it adds value to your business, we can show you, may we have a quick contact, and we checked. And of course, we always have updated content all the time in all the platforms. We are trying to tell the customers in our social media, in our marketing and everything, hey guys, you can do this with this. And we have to be updated. That's what Barak was mentioning before. We are very, very focused on being up to date in the different features of monday.com. So we had a regional challenge that was very, very funny for us to approach too, because it's something that's very typical in Spain and Portugal. It's, hey, the price of your solution is very high. Why? We say always, because it's high compared to what? So we try to understand the customer. So basically we receive this feedback from the customer and we work with Barak and Barak's team and say, hey Barak, look, we have a problem with this customer that's working in this sector. He says the solution is expensive. So we together build a case and we analyze the return of our investment of the tools. Hey, you're paying that money. Yeah, true. It may look expensive at the beginning, but look all the savings you're going to get in time savings, in a more complex process that's made simpler, in a way that you can work funnier, and in the way the team is going to communicate in a single tune. So we build them a scenario where we show it's actually very cheap. And then we build up a webinar. And we tell specifically the customer, so we invite him to the webinar, of course, but also to other customers in the same sector, because normally they share the same kind of doubts. Hey, how can I make this tool profitable? And we're able to show them very well. So we not only overcome the challenge for the single customer, but for many of them.
Yeah,
and of course.
Sorry,
Barak.
I think that, speaking about this specific, like, it's a challenge in a lot of countries, price is very high, but you said the right thing, compared to what? And one of the things that, I see a lot, and I work very closely with Cartagon, and they kind of leave the pricing aside, and they first focus on the value. So what kind of value do I bring to the client? How can the client become more profitable, more efficient with processes, better use the platform for the entire organization to become better, all right? And I think that, focusing on the value first, then speaking about the prices, and going and inviting the customer to webinar, showing them how they can improve their business, I think that's what makes the difference. Yeah.
Correct. So, monday.com offering, of course, it is not a game about selling Monday and bye-bye. This is reselling. This offers no value to the customer. They can go to Monday by themselves. This is not about this. Of course, you have to sell the license, and you have to make a nice profit on the license too, depending on your tire level. But the most important thing is the service you build on top of it. And we build a lot of services on top of it. We do consulting services, we provide training, we do a lot of developments on integrations to the customer. So when you approach Monday, it's a tool that has to be in the middle of the organization. Why? Because it's very good doing its job, which is doing everything. Automated workflows, everything you can manage in the tool needs a very, very, very deep level of engagement with the tool. If the customer is not using the tool, you're going to sell a license, and some months later they can sell it. So you need to build a lot of services on top of that are also very profitable, because those services are provided by your people, and you have to make money out of them too.
Yeah. I think that, maybe I just said to that, it's a shift in the mindset of not just reselling licenses or, selling and bye-bye. The goal is, to create that stickiness, to the platform. So you resell a license, and then you build the entire business around it. So we'll show in the next slides, Paco will speak about this, how Monday is the center of every single organization. So not just connecting all other tools, but providing that training and implementation and making sure that every single user uses the platform.
There are several cases we like to highlight. First one is CloudPay, and they are always saying to us that we helped them a lot to make complex things simple. So our job here was to introduce the tool and to ensure that a big team that's spread worldwide was able to work in a single unit. And this is something I'm really proud of. The team did a great job with CloudPay.
I think one of the most interesting about CloudPay, Paco, if I may chime in, is that you see a company, by the way, this is a startup company that started with 15 people, and when they first purchased monday.com, they had a lot of issues with their platform because they wanted to build their entire solution, their entire offering on monday.com. And the amazing job that Cartagon did actually to dive into the details of what they needed and what they actually wanted to achieve with the platform. As of today, they have hundreds of users, and their entire offering of their solution as a company is based on monday.com. And I think that came from a deep understanding of Cartagon, what they wanted, and the actual delivery of the integrations and the, and the development around that.
Yeah, it was an amazing case, and that's exactly what we did. Our second case we like to highlight is Magic Casablanca, which is very, very nice because we helped them a lot with our consulting and training team to get used to the tool. They are, in the end, working in a sector that's quite complex and quite competitive, and they wanted to do a lot of things with Monday. They wanted to know if it was the right tool to do it, and yeah, well, we were able to show them it was exactly the case. Regarding Citybox, well, I really love the way we work with this account because basically they wanted something that was not only efficient, but also was able to improve already efficient procedures. And this is quite complex from the perspective of a consulting company like us, because we saw they were doing it right already. So we had to improve even more all these complex procedures in Monday. So we invested a lot of time in understanding what they wanted to do from our perspective and trying to only put in Monday those things we knew that were going to add value to the customer. And well, from a brick of the pot, I love it because, well, they are basically doing everything with Monday in a very fast-paced manner, and they always highlight the professionalism of our team. This means we are always there to help. It's not only going, doing a consulting services, then going to the next customer, but following them all the way along in this complex path you are walking when you get a new tool.
Yeah. Maybe just to add to that, and I think that connects also what I said before, and Paco, one of the things that, I think makes a great relationship is that Cartagon always uses monday.com resources to help their customers, all right? So if there is a business need, they always come to us. We think about this together and how we're going to help the customer. So for that exact example, you see how an entire business is run on monday.com, and the entire implementation was used both, with monday.com resources and Cartagon resources, and I think that those accounts grow and grow, and it's something amazing and incredible to see that. So,
and of course, end-to-end business solution is the 4th pillar. And we're going to take some time here because I'm going to show you also some examples. Because, yeah, we sell Monday, which is in the middle. We mentioned you have to put Monday in the middle of your organization, and we combine it with our strengths. You, as a monday.com partner, have another strengths. Don't copy ours. Ours are ours is our story. Try to focus on your strengths. Maybe you are a development company, or maybe you are a consulting company and have some values that are going to add a lot of value to your offering that are different to ours. So in our case, how we did, you see here, we're partnered with Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Services, and Copper, and we build a strong set of solutions combining them. How do we do it? Because it's quite different from one to others. We are going to show you some examples. First, we created a concept. You all guys or should be certified already in monday.com. So we created a concept discovery call 2.0, which is a call where we try, once the customer is engaged and interested in Monday, to understand them better so we know what may they need of all the solutions we sell. So basically we check and we try to engage with them in 4 topics, with this talent, activity, cloud, and development. And considering all these aspects, we do a very, very well and useful approach. You see here in case study A, we began to work with Monday, and the customer was telling us, hey, we would like to streamline our processes and procedures. Can you help us with integrating Monday with Office 365? Of course we can. We can also provide you with the license. So it was a nice thing because we were selling some consultancy service to the customer, but we were also supplying some Office 365 licenses. So we did the integration and we offered the solution. And after that, the customer say, oh, that is amazing. Now I need to show management team that the insights we can build with them can work with the platform we have, which was Power BI. So we say, no problem at all. We can integrate it all and offer you the solution and all the visuals in Power BI. So we streamline the solution in a single package, fully solving the problem of the customer. In the case of study B, the situation was different. They were using monday.com the same. We are talking with them and they were saying, hey, we love the tool, but you know what? We're missing something to track holidays. And we said, you know, Bofu? Oh, what's Bofu? Bear in mind, Bofu is a solution we don't sell, but we know it because we use it. So they said, oh, what's that? Yeah, it's a vacation and all the features tool that may help you to do that. Oh, it's lovely, but it's another tool. How do we do that? Hey, don't worry. We can integrate Bofu with Monday, and we did. And then we said, hey, and can you help me with the payroll process because we're having problems and then we're launching some workflows for Monday, but how do we manage the payroll for Monday? And we say, hey guys, you know Integromat, we can help you. You can build a complete solution that's going to provide the full pack you need if you integrate with Integromat to do also the payroll. And we did. So we solved another problem.
I think that what relates to what I said before, is that you're not just looking at, all right, so how we can sell you Monday and solve that specific use case for you. No, you're taking a couple of steps back, trying to look at it from the top and seeing, okay, what the entire organizations need and how I can help this organization become a better organization by utilizing monday.com to be the center of every single action within the organization. I think, again, that's what makes the difference between just being a reseller of monday.com or being a partner that looking at it as a consultancy agency and providing this incredible value.
Okay, the case study C is one I love a lot because we were doing the discovery call 2.0 and well, the customer was already using Monday and they tell us, hey, we need more licenses because we're growing. We say, oh, really, you're growing? Congratulations. It is always hard to grow. So, we have a talent brand called Start People. Would you be interested in us helping you select these new people you're going to hire? And they said, oh, really? You can help us? They already trusted us. So we were able to guarantee them the people we were going to hire was exactly what they needed. And they said, hey, we also need to hire people specifically dedicated to cloud and specifically dedicated to Amazon Web Services. And say, okay, it's an option, but as a different option, we also have certified engineers in AWS because it's part of our business core. Would you like us to provide you a service? So we built a complete pack thanks to that. And it worked like a charm. It was a very, very successful case. And as you see, guys, we're using the products we sell, we're using the strengths we have in the market to try to drive revenue through Monday. And this is exactly what you have to do. And focus on understand your strengths all the time because it's the key to success. So what are we going to do to keep driving revenue? How are we going to build more on top of that? Well, we're going to do a lot of things. First of all, we develop, so we're building new tools on top of Monday. So we're going to deliver specific solutions that can make things easier for our customers. We have some expertise now, thanks to these 2 years working with Monday, and we know how to adapt the solution, so we're going to build new tools that help our customers. Second, and very important in our vision, data, and how you integrate these tools like Power BI or Looker or other artificial intelligence and machine learning solutions with monday.com is essential. So we're going to be integrating those tools to our customers so they can actually work the way they want to work, but using Monday in the middle because it's funny, because it's very easy to use, because it actually do the job. We're also modifying a bit the way we deliver services. We work on XOps methodology already, so we are very professional in Scrum, Agile, and things like that. So we try to engage the customer saying, hey, don't take this as a service where you go, implement, and leave, because in 2 years' time you will be outdated. Let's do a contract where we can be working together for a long period of times, and we're all the time delivering solutions continuously. And this is exactly what we're going to do. And of course, global expansion. We stepped in Portugal, and well, we are very happy with the development we're doing in the country and how we did it. Keep this in mind, guys. We hired the right guy, and this is very important and connects with the first slide we were talking about. So that's our story. Barak, hope to have provided some value to all the people that's hearing to us. And yeah, just be in touch if you have some doubts, of course.
Okay, thank you very much, Paco. This was incredible, and I think that we can all learn from Cartagon's growth in the past couple of years, and it's been an amazing journey for me, and I'm looking forward to take it to the next level with you guys. Speaking about the key takeaways that I think every single partner within this ecosystem need to take from Cartagon's growth in the past couple of years. And if I go back a little bit, the beginning was a little hard, but I think that working together in a very close relationship, being very transparent with each other, putting things on the table and actually working to solve them, that's what made the difference. And if I want to summarize the 4 points that I think, in my opinion, the most important points that every single partner here need to take with them is, first of all, dedication and focus. When we partnered, it was very hard. Cartagon did many other things, and it was hard for them to dedicate some time for Monday. Then we sat down, we discussed how we can actually build the entire business on monday.com. They shifted their dedication to monday.com. They focused the entire path on monday.com, and I think that's what made the difference. The second thing is a deep offering. Don't just resell licenses. Provide added value to your clients. Provide deep implementation. Provide integrations. Provide development on top of Monday. This will lead to stickiness. This will lead to a high growth in the future, upgrades, and so on and so forth. In addition to that, leave the pricing, leave everything aside. Provide value first. Okay, I think that's maybe the best approach ever. All the time, especially in very hard territories, people come to you and said, this is very expensive, we can't do this, we don't have a budget. We kind of put everything aside. We show companies, Cartagon show companies how they actually benefit from monday.com, what the value that they're getting. And of course, I think you guys are amazing at it, right? Creating very strong customer relationship. We internally do a lot of, interactions with customers, reaching out to them, asking how was it to work with such a partner. We always get 5 stars for Cartagon. I think they're very, not just very nice people, but very, very, very professional. I think if you take those 4 points, actually embrace them, you will be on the way to create that amazing partnership with monday.com and become very, very successful. I want to thank you very much for being with us today. I think everyone learned, from your journey. And I'm looking personally forward to continue this growth with you guys together. And thank you everyone for joining this session. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Bye-bye.